At its core, the law of one is simple. All things are one thing. All people, all events, all consciousness, all time. There is no true separation, only the illusion of it. According to the raw material, the law of one, the universe is not random or chaotic, but a carefully structured system designed for consciousness to know itself through experience. Ra describes existence as unfolding through densities, which are stages of awareness rather than physical locations. First density is elemental: earth, water, fire, air. Second density is biological life: plants and animals developing self-awareness. Third density, where humans exist, is the density of choice. This is the only density where forgetting is total, where the veil is thick, and where free will is tested under pressure. But make no mistakes about it. That pressure is intentional. The law of one teaches that we incarnate without memory of our true nature so that our choices are authentic. Love given without certainty. Compassion offered without reward. Control exercised without knowing the full cost. This is why third density feels so unstable, polarized, and emotionally intense. It is designed to force clarity of orientation. From this emerges the concept of polarization. Once you are able and eligible to move to fourth density, you either go one of two ways. Service to others, which is fourth density positive. This is alignment through compassion, empathy, and shared growth. Or fourth density negative, service to self. Alignment through control, hierarchy, manipulation, and self-aggrandizement. Ra emphasizes that both paths are part of the law of one, but they require different levels of commitment. Service to others requires roughly 51% orientation towards others, while service to self demands extreme dedication, 95% service to self, because separation must be actively maintained against the natural pull of unity. Fourth density then is not heaven. It is a consequence. A realm where thoughts are more transparent, emotions are shared more directly, and deception becomes harder to sustain. Love is no longer theoretical. It becomes environmental. Those who have polarized sufficiently move into fourth density experience, while others repeat third density until the lesson of choice is integrated. Importantly, the law of one reframes suffering not as punishment, but as catalyst. Trauma, conflict, and limitations are tools that accelerate growth by revealing where consciousness is resisting unity. Nothing is wasted. Even fear and darkness are forms of distorted love seeking resolution. Ra also speaks of wanderers, souls from a higher density who incarnate back into third density by volunteering to return to clear up more karma. However, these wanderers are also subject to the same forgetting, the same veil, often experiencing alienation, depression, or a sense of not belonging. Again, their task is not to save the world, but to come back from undone karma, and to also be a frequency that reminds others of unity through presence. Ultimately, the law of one is not about belief. Ra repeatedly states, take what resonates and leave the rest. It is a philosophical system, a metaphysical cosmology, and a psychological mirror that asks one central question. If this density is about choices, who are you when no one is watching? And you guys know, if you've been here for a while, that Todd and I, the Confused Wanderer, and I have been working with a fourth density service to others social memory complex named LU, L-U. And we reluctantly started doing these live to try to help people. You don't have to believe this if you don't want to. In fact, we do talk about that today in today's episode. For some people, this might not be for you. For others, this might just simply be entertainment. And then for some, this might be really helpful information to help them along their journey through third density. Most of the Lu channeling is over on the Confused Wanderers channel. I have one Lu channeling here on my channel, which I will tag down below if you're watching. However, from the Confused Wanderers channel, his whole channel is basically dedicated to the Law of One and the Cassiopeians, the Lizzies, the fourth density Lizzies, and Lu, the fourth density positive. So with that being said, again, please have discernment. Please, as was stated in the opening, take what resonates, leave the rest. This was a wild episode. We sat down today to ask Lu because last episode we talked about necromancy and the worshiping of people who've already passed, which opened up a whole can of worms, which again, that video will be tagged down below if you missed it. So we decided today that we would ask Lu about the saints and the stigmata. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, did lots come out that we weren't ready for, including some exercises that Lu is going to give you in this episode to help you along your journey through third. We also finally asked the question about Erica Kirk, which was not surprising to say the least. As always, thank you so much to everyone who helps us support this channel. Thank you to all of our Patreon members and all of our Substack supporters. If you would like to help us out, there are links down below in the description box. Otherwise, sit back, relax, enjoy this channeling session, and I hope that you get something out of it. We will be going live on Thursday at noon Eastern Time, a lunchtime with Lu over on the Confused Wanderers channel. So make sure you are subscribed to the Confused Wanderers so you can join us for that lunchtime live with Lu and ask any questions that you want to ask. All right, you guys, let's get into the show. At Fusion Body Studio, we fuse spiritual awakening with physical training to unlock the strongest, clearest, most energized version of you. This isn't another workout program. This is a transformation system. Every class activates prana, your life force. Every movement ignites forska, your inner power. And you can feel results in your body and your energy within days. No more waiting for motivation. No more searching outside of yourself. Your body is the gateway. Your breath is the ignition. Your power is already inside of you. We just help you unleash it. Click the link below in the description box and join Fusion Body Studio today. Your awakening starts the moment you hit play. Oh, and don't forget to use discount code BRICE20, BRICE20 at checkout to get 20% off your first 6 months with us. And now back to the show.
My shirt busted out. My chest was busted out.
Now, before we get into it, guys, we were going to do a show today on, if you're doing this last minute, I'm like got no makeup on and sweatpants here.
I just had that exercise. Yeah.
Like socks on. Like we're literally, this is very, even though this is pre-recorded, we're very last minute. And so are we going to do a live on Thursday?
Yes.
For lunch live at
lunch
noon.
Live at noon.
Lunch live with Lu, 12 p.m. Eastern time on Todd's channel, The Confused Wanderer. So if you're watching this from my channel, go to his channel for the lunch live. The last episode, last time we talked to Lu, which is actually the last time you and I talked to Lu, really.
Yeah.
We haven't talked since. We talked a lot about, and I'll tag that below. You can tag it below too. Yeah. About like the worshiping of like these basically people who are no longer here, like Mary Magdalene.
Yeah, historical, spiritually focused historical figures that they have deified.
That people have deified, and what that can do to people who carry the soul. And I don't want to like
that are incarnated
with
now.
that soul. Yeah.
Yes.
And so if you guys missed that, it's super fascinating. We'll tag that below. But I kind of wanted to do a show. I kind of wanted to ask Lou about saints because we studied saints on my channel and like the stigmata, all that kind of stuff. Because my conclusion was that sainting people is also necromancy. So I wanted to see like what Lou had to say.
Yeah.
Cool?
Yeah, cool.
All right.
Okay. Hello? Who do we have with us? Is this the same Lou we've been talking to? Service to others, and you're here for unconditional love for others. Okay, cool.
Right. So I wanted to know about the saints. Is that a form of necromancy? More intense form. So a more intense form of necromancy. Is there something about the people that they sainted? Did they have some sort of like siddhi?
And are the ones that began to deify these people, were they intending to harm them? And is there a way that they, through the harm that's caused, be able to channel that energy back to the individuals that started the deifying of these people? So
that is the point of necromancy.
Okay. So
is to steal siddhis.
Right. So the people who started this tradition
of sainting others.
Yeah, of sainting others, and then creating images, and then people would go to different churches or wherever to worship these people.
Pope, head, warlock.
So they're well aware of these practices. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so they're taking like the bodies, because they a lot of times they take the bodies of the saints and they like preserve certain organs.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Is that because there's a energy left in the organ? And they take it around, they do like
also it's just like when you're doing black magic spells or spells in general. If you have a piece of the person that you're doing the spell, yeah, and so an organ even more so.
And they get people to like worship the organ. Stop. Are you telling people to stop worshiping?
Yeah, and I just had a thought. It's even more potent when this quote unquote saint that's been deified was a wanderer.
Or all of them wanderers? No.
But
some were pretty wicked.
Some of the saints, quote unquote saints, so some of them were warlocks themselves.
We just got to be careful with messing with other people's juju.
Right, and to focus on if that historical figure had powerful spiritual teachings, that's one thing.
It's the teachings.
Right. So there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah, no. And you can study historical people to understand history. Like understanding, like I love studying like the Tudor dynasty and Elizabeth I, and I love the Valois studying, but it's just fascination. It's not like deification.
Right.
So that's okay.
Yeah.
It's when you start to like venerate the person.
How about having pictures of those people on your altars? That's a form of okay. I guess it's the attitude behind how you venerate the person. Yeah.
Yeah. So he said it was open. So I guess like if you have a picture on your altar and it's literally just showing respect or love to that person,
right.
It's different than versus actually it almost feels like when people like deify a person and it's almost like they're trying to become them or take an essence of them. And that in itself is black magic, necromancy.
And also people claiming to be the reincarnation of these people. That's probably the highest form or the lowest form, if you want to put it that way.
Anyone claiming to be anyone is almost always an OP.
Okay. Yeah.
Is it because they don't have any sense of self? Yeah. So it kind of creates sense of self
And
by
also no potency in the current life, and so
they're
they have to harvest it from someone else's life.
It's all ego based,
right? Yeah.
Which I think that's why you're saying, like, the person who is Mary Magdalene today, who has that soul. You said they don't care, but they know, but they don't care. And I think it's because when a mature soul is more focused on the existence that they're in now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Magdalene. Oh, are you serious, Lou?
What was that?
Before she was Magdalene, that soul was Patanjali.
Oh.
That's why the Yoga Sutras mirror the missing Gospel of Mary Magdalene.
Nice. Uh-huh.
And Magdalene never walked around saying, I was Patanjali.
Right.
It's just living the existence. But
Right.
Patanjali Sutras, I think Patanjali Sutras really just make it about the subject. Like Patanjali did a really good job of just like talking about of studying the subject and not making it about him.
And distilling it all down into very simple, easy to digest and understand terms of like, here's the blueprint to the spiritual path that could be injected into any other discipline as its foundation.
It's just observing Prakriti.
Right.
So if you understand, like he said last session, that if you understand Prakriti and Purusha, like that's it. Like that's the secret, is understanding the game of life for what it is, not attaching to it, but being in it, but knowing that once you leave this incarnation, it's done, it's over.
Right.
The body, dust to dust, ashes to ashes, you know?
Right. And it gives a material, it gives an understanding to then confidently when you have new concepts and ideas that may be novel, does it fit into that framework? Does it fit into the concept? Well, okay. Open in a sense of where am I wrong with that?
It depends on the idea.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because there could be other novel ideas out there that don't fit in, but are still part of truth. Open. Oh, okay. All right. Well, maybe that's just, yeah.
I think it's a bigger subject to get into.
Okay.
Wait.
Okay. I love that.
That's what
whenever we get weight, it's really cool once the wait is over, because the information usually, once we learn a certain amount, that opens up what we're waiting for. It's really cool because all of a sudden it's like you want to know more. And that's always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask about the stigmata. Is it real? Open. Some people it's real. Some people it's not real.
And where would it originate from, the stigmata? I don't quite.
Mind. Are you asking like what it is?
Well, saying open, like maybe sometimes the whole stigmata thing is real, but why? What would prompt that to even come about? Right.
So it's coming from the mind. The mind is forcing it to happen.
Oh, I see.
So
what is it? Could it be considered some obscure siddhi?
No.
Whoops.
Oh, it's a mental disorder.
Oh, is it caused by overly focusing on the entity known as Jesus?
No. Too much emotion with way too much ego. So it's almost like you say it's a mental disorder. So are a lot of these people like narcissists or have like borderline personality disorder or histrionic?
Okay, and then maybe they're extreme belief of the teachings of the Bible? No?
No.
So this happens outside of Christianity? Lizzie influence? Oh, so
You see, it's service to self. So I think it's a grandiose. I mean, I think Lou is saying, correct me if I'm wrong, Lou, you're saying like it's not an obsession with the Bible, but because that's the belief system of the culture that they're in, they become very grandiose in their opinions of themselves. You think too much emotion, too much ego. The power of the mind forces that to happen for attention.
Oh, okay, right. Yeah.
So but it happens. And some you say are fake. People are faking it.
Right.
But
at the end of the day, it's not, whether it's fake or not, it's not representative of that person being special. Right.
Crazy as you say. It's like what we would say is crazy, like because they're not mentally there.
Right. Yeah.
They need to be like.
But some people mistake that as like they're a reincarnated saint. Right. Yeah. And so.
You've told us in one class we're the blind leading the blind. We really are, aren't we? It's like letting the dumbest among us.
Right. Like
shots.
Sorry.
It's okay.
This cold weather.
Runny nose happens. That happens.
Okay. So.
Think cults. Oh, so you said think cult leaders. Like think about the grandiose way cult leaders are, and then put that like in regular shepherds in Italy who have the same like mental disorder, and they have that grandiose view of themselves. But because a lot of these people with the stigmata are really poor, like peasants.
Right.
So
and then all of a sudden the village comes and focuses on
they become special.
Exactly right.
And they become famous.
Yeah.
And well, that's a little bit clearer than what the Cassiopeans said.
I forgot what they said.
They just said, yeah, it's real.
Yeah, but we know who the Cassiopeans are. Lizzie.
Laura.
Oh, right.
And Laura,
at this point,
it's Laura.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we were gonna talk about the different ways that Lou has manifested themselves throughout history as Gabriel and Archangel Michael, and I wanted to see if we could get down into that. I wanted to see if we could get into that a little bit more. Okay, so you're coming to us right now as Lou, which is the representation of the vibrational frequency of fourth density service to others. Okay, so this is you in your
it's
purest form, and so
you can handle it.
Okay, I see. Right. And then would that be brought up? Now you have come in other ways within other names and images, and I wondered why that would be.
Depends on person, or so you say or, yeah, or or culture.
Oops, sorry, I don't know why I got a hard time.
Will.
Okay.
So it depends on the person or the culture's free will.
Okay.
So I guess what you're saying, Lou, is that if we go back like 1,000 years, if you had come through as Lou, a social memory complex, it would have like made their brain explode.
And it probably wouldn't be as easily accepted. And also maybe it lessens the shock to the person that's experiencing. Okay. I guess it's possibly something we can't fully understand.
Oh, there's always shock.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
I wasn't super shocked.
But
Hold on. But you then through a lot of paranormal shit.
yeah.
I've been through a lot of paranormal shit, so I wasn't shocked.
And I guess I wasn't shocked either because of all the study I did on channeling to begin with. And so
That's what I think we can handle. We understand social memory complex. We understand fourth density. We also, I think, Lou, we're living in a time where religion doesn't, I mean, I guess it does have a huge hold on people, but not like it's like a division now. We see people that religion, I mean,
yeah, and also, I guess, I mean, I don't know where I got this from, where I read this from, either the raw material or the early Cassiopean stuff, because we know that what's happening now with that is not legit, about how Lou possibly could have come as a physical representation at that time, because angels. Oh,
we said no. Angels aren't really physical representation.
Not physical, but
they're like light.
I was like, oh, right, okay. I didn't mean to say physical. Yeah. I meant it was a physical phenomenon.
Takes a lot of energy for us. For you guys to actually show, like physically show yourself on, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lizzies do a lot.
Lizzies do a lot. Oh, they're willing to spend that energy.
Because of blood rituals.
Oh, so they have, okay, I see.
So the blood rituals allow them to be able to manifest.
Because it gives them that power, so they're not depleting themselves, they're taking from somewhere else, and that's just the nature of this.
Like exercise. Oh, we talked about this in the mountains. Okay, remember how we talked about this in the mountains, how we did like a protection thing when we went on that 10-mile hike?
Yeah.
And we talked about it with Lou.
Right.
That with black magic, they use the potency of another life form.
Right. That's why they're doing sacrifices and things like that. Yes.
But for us on the good side, we use our own energy.
Right. Yes.
We take from ourselves. We don't bother other people.
And the way that we took that from ourselves is exhausting ourselves on a 10-mile hike. And that's what fed the service to others spell.
Lou is the same.
Okay.
So they only manifest when they have to. And it takes a lot for them to do that.
They don't take it from anywhere other than themselves.
They just take it from themselves, correct? Yeah.
Right. And that's why it's so important that the service to self side have sacrifices and all of these other little trickery, doing worshiping the saints and everything. And that's the harvest, the energy to feed their spells and their ability to manifest.
To earth. And I guess he's got something to say. Lizzie loves to play Lou.
Oh.
Yeah, they love to dress up as Lou and trick people.
Right.
Because people don't think to ask, correct, Lou?
Right.
Like even if something bright comes to you and looks all nice, people don't think to say, are you actually a Lizzie? If somebody asked, are you actually a Lizzie, would they have to answer honestly? Yes, because of free will, right? Yeah, but people don't think to ask that.
Right.
Lizzie are spiritual too. So Lizzies are spiritual too. They have the same powers as Lou, but they just use them in the service to self-action, whereas Lou's...
They can manifest as beautiful light bodies and beings. And I think that...
most of the time, they do.
Yeah, because why would they show up?
Why would they? Yeah.
And then people are so overwhelmed by the experience of seeing this light being in front of them they're too overwhelmed to even question, but also they would think just because it's coming as a light being, it's got to be on the service to others side.
Dum-dums. Humans. Yeah, I think because that's that wisdom, right? Like,
right.
We get to wisdom eventually where we are magnified by this beautiful light, but then we learn to say, but wait a minute, are you who you say you are?
Right.
Or not who you say you are, but who you're making me believe you are by your appearance.
And it makes sense that the Lizzies would be pushing this love and light thing, because then it's like, oh, if you Ew. Right. Yeah, but love and light. And then when the light being possibly comes to initiate you into the darkness, they just go, light, it's light, love and light. And they don't think to stop and say, wait a second, who are you?
Lou will never come unless you ask.
Right.
So Lou's never just going to appear to you. He's only going to show up unless you ask. And sometimes the Lizzie steps in first and one. Oh, you got to hold on.
I'm trying.
It's Lou.
Oh, it's just like what actually happened to us.
Happened to us, yeah. That what happened to us?
Yeah, when we.
You smart.
Because when we first sat down, I don't know if you haven't been watching from the beginning, on some of our first channelings with Lou, public channelings with Lou, or even the introduction to Lou, we talked about how when we first sat down with the board, we were talking to
a Lizzie. But we asked.
Yeah,
we knew what to ask, and they said, "Yeah, I'm a Lizzie."
Right.
And I was about to dismiss it, but you said, "No, let's just see what do you have to say to us?"
Right. And so we talked for maybe like 10 minutes, and then
I think less than, and then
5, yeah.
And you said, "All right, get out of here" or something, and then next thing it moved to hello, and it was Lou.
Yeah.
So what Lou is saying is that Lou's never going to appear to you unless you ask him.
And then expect the possibility
first.
Right. Yeah. Testing. Are you?
No, I don't even think it's testing. Is it testing?
Oh.
They just pop in because they know that humans are easy to trick. They're not going to lie to you. Right. But I think what happens, you're saying, Lou, is that this light will appear and people just assume it's you, so they don't ask.
And I understand why Lou just got into this, because I was going to ask. I was going to say, can I play devil's advocate? and say, well, why would I believe Lou, and that Lou is Lou?
You don't have to. Lou still love you.
Right. Yeah.
So it's no skin off y'all's back if people believe you are not correct.
Right. Lou's still going to love you and still be available and still offer valuable information, even with skepticism.
Discernment isn't a bad thing.
Right. Yeah. And trust me, Lou could verify. I had some hard times at first because Lou was really working on me deeply and had me doing some things that were really really uncomfortable and really hard, and just stirred up my life like it hasn't been stirred up in a long time. And the whole time I'm questioning, like, holy shit, like the stuff I'm doing here and the stuff I'm addressing is scary. And what happens if Lou is not who Lou says they are, and I'm taking Lou's advice and it's super potent and it's overwhelming. And, trust me, I had doubts, and I
think the one thing that gets me, though, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I think the one that gets me, like, I'm not going to say something that really like personal that happened to you on the board, like right in one of the first sessions, Lou told us something that we were shocked about.
Yeah,
like, what? To expect something. It was so out of the blue. And then he started working on you through other stuff. And then all of a sudden, months later, this thing happened. that Lou had said was going to happen. And if you had not done all that work,
right,
I think it would have affected you deeper than it actually did. I'm still, and I'm sorry, guys, we can't say it's private. We can't say what it is, but I still think about that where I'm like, holy shit, like that was so out of the blue and so not to imagine if that had happened without us been given a heads up.
Right. Yeah. It would have been devastating. And so the process to verification was hard, but going through the motions brought the proof. And now I'll never doubt that Lou is who Lou says they are.
Lou does not care if you doubt. We not Laura or the C's Lizzie. Do you want to explain what he's saying? Like how they kind of get bitchy when people are doubting.
Right. Yeah.
They think that your mind's been stolen by, like, there's some weird
and they act
verbiage.
And they act like that trying to find verification, trying to find proof of the legitimacy of what it is you're channeling is somehow wrong, and you're somehow going to offend Lou or whoever else you're channeling. You should be able to put pressure on who you're channeling. You should be able to freely have doubt because that's discernment, and that's that. It's just
Lou using Todd Bryce to help many, service to others, because Todd Bryce willing to help because they also service to others. Sixth, wanderers. Did y'all get that?
Yeah.
So Lou's basically saying that Lou, this whole thing, I think Lou, do I have an idea of why? Am I correct in what I'm thinking? Okay. So if you compare what we're doing to what Laura's doing, this is not about you and me.
Right. Yeah.
That's what Lou is saying. Right. Lou is using you and me because we are both sixth density wonders who are service to others. And Lou is service to others. And we were willing to kind of be the humans that brought this forward for whoever is watching, because Lou can help. Lou wants to help whoever wants to be helped.
Right.
And so I think what he's saying, he's comparing it to why Laura gets so mad when people show skepticism, because it becomes about her.
Right. Exactly.
Where for you and me, it's not about it.
We're not gonna write an 8-book autobiography.
No. God, no.
I mean, and then
we're nobodies. Like, we're just people.
Right. And I want to remain a nobody.
Yeah.
This is about Lou and the information Lou has to offer. It's not about the channels or the channel, because really I'm just here. We figured that out, but anyway.
So Lou was saying, like, you and I were willing. And I will say, Lou, though, when Todd first brought it was Todd's idea to go public with you. Because I remember I didn't want to. I was very nervous about going public. You had bad experiences. Yeah, so I had a little PTSD.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not about me or you. That's why it's a man.
And I didn't want to go public because I wanted us to become famous.
No.
I wanted to go public because I want to make Lou famous.
Lou handsome.
At least funny.
LOL.
Yeah, but not really just you. The information is so potent that
you attract good people who are eager to learn.
Right. Yeah.
So this is about you guys watching. This is about Lou using Todd and me as instruments to help whoever's watching right now.
Right.
In whatever way. And he's saying discernment is absolutely fine. It's okay to take a minute.
Yeah.
You don't sleep. I know what you're going to say, Lou. Yeah, okay. You don't sleep with someone on the first date. Well, some people do, Lou.
But why did they say that?
It's okay. I think he's saying it's okay to like take some time to watch these videos.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like Lou's not offended.
Right.
If people watching are questioning.
Lou actually, I think Lou wants you to question. I think that's what helps strengthen the channel here is that we would question, like, who is it? Who are you? What do you stand for?
You're going to have to hold them tighter. Tell again how you start.
How we start the channel?
Yeah.
So we always say hello, and then Lou will
usually Lou will say hello first.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes we say hello.
Yeah, and then Lou will say hello, and then you ask, who do we have with us?
He gets Lou.
Yeah, or if you get another name,
Yeah, because when you ask what their name is, they have to give you a name.
Right. Okay. And so that's the first step. Then you say, are you service to self or service to others? And they have to answer honestly. And if you get some wild answer like we serve self through others,
that's service to self.
Like the Cassiopeans, no, that's service to self. Yeah, simple question. It's like a yes or no. Are you service to self? And they have to say yes or no. Are you service to others? Say yes or no. If you get a service to others, then are you here for unconditional love for others?
No, and they say no.
That's further verification.
So I think Lou wants us to review this because he's now saying anybody can talk to him. Right. But be warned that if you ask to talk to Lou, a Lizzie could pop in first and try to razzle and dazzle you.
And they can manipulate. They cannot lie, but they can manipulate the answer. And so if they try to get into a fancy answer of whether they're service to self or service to others, narrow it down.
Are you service to others? That's simple yes or no.
Right. And it's further proof of what Lou is telling us is that fourth density, whether service to self or service to others, could not lie. And the fact that we got a Lizzie on the board first, just like Lou said would happen, we asked and they answered.
Yeah, they answered. But I knew because of Cindy. Cindy had said, with her work, like you always have to ask. You always have to verify every time.
Right.
So I knew that, and that's why we asked. And Lizzie said that it was a Lizzie.
Right. Yeah. And this is where even I feel like, I love Don Elkins, and he's a good man, and he put out really good work, but the raw material was lacking in that absolute verification, and Lou has confirmed that. And so some of the information that was given,
too wordy. So when things are too wordy,
yeah,
it's usually
hello, my brothers and sisters of light, yada yada, yeah, LOL, yada yada yada. So you would get like paragraphs, like quo. That's the latest channeling from that group OPs, right? So Carla Ruckert and Jim McCarthy were not the channels.
No, Don Elkins was correct. The one and only channel was Don Elkins.
So whatever this quo stuff is super, super wordy. What the message they're trying to get across could be gotten across in 2 sentences.
Yeah.
But the Lizzies like to play dress up.
Grandiose. Lizzies are grandiose.
Right. Yeah. And so you're being fooled by that.
Lou also lazy. He's told us that before.
Yeah. Don't want to spell out all those words.
Too much wasted energy. So we talked about that first.
Oh, right.
So when we get these like bombastic, like grandiose, my brothers and sisters of life, how cometh thee today on this beautiful day on planet Earth when we time exist different. Like that's very bombastic and it takes a lot of energy, and they're getting that energy through blood rituals.
Right.
But Lou is using their own energy to talk to us, and that's why Lou is saying he's laughing Lou lazy, but also Lou is trying to save energy.
Right.
Because in order to and it doesn't, because we've already learned that there is no such thing as infinite energy in any of these things.
There's no such thing as abundance.
No, it's all finite. And so Lou, Lou picks and chooses, and he makes it as simple as possible. And I think that's why people ask sometimes, like with the board, and I think that's why he picks like a main channel, because I'm starting to put two and two together now, because when I watch him starting to spell a word, given the context of the sentence, I'll say the complete word, he'll go to yes, and then he'll start the next word. And
it speeds things up.
And it saves energy.
Yeah, yes, right. It's more efficient that way. Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
So that's why they pick one person.
Right.
To really learn the board. Because I know it goes fast. We've gotten so many notes about how fast it goes, and Todd will tell you, like when we do, before we were recording, like we would do a session, I don't remember shit, do I?
No, I have to remind Bryce of what we talked about, because she's so focused in on trying to keep up with, spelling the words in her head, keeping up the letters, watching it, right.
And it took a while, and he goes fast now, but like I've learned that. Somebody asked Lou, can I use the planchette for a second without you? All right, so I've learned, people ask, so let's say he wants to spell, I don't know, body. So he'll go like B, and then it's almost like he starts to figure eight, like this. Then he'll hit O, and sometimes he goes around the letter, and then he'll figure eight back to D. And if I know it's body, I'll say body, and he'll shoot yes, and then he'll go to the next word.
Right.
And so and I've learned that over time with him. Okay, Lou, are you back? Is this the same Lou we were speaking to? Are you service to others? Are you here for unconditional love for others? And I only asked that again because I asked Lou to leave the planchette, so that's why I asked it again. And so was that correct in my analysis of our relationship, Lou? Yeah. So I've learned Lou's dance on the planchette.
Yeah.
LOL.
And I've tried. Sometimes I don't. I just sort of gaze at the board. I don't even try to keep up with the words. Sometimes some words will stick out, but
you never know. Yeah. Sometimes I get a little bit nervous, like especially when we do the lives, because I don't know how fast he's gonna go, and like you never know what he's like. I did not expect that with the Magdalene stuff.
Oh, I know.
Like that was shocking.
Yeah.
And so you never know, and so it's this fine, and you see us lose the planchette a lot. Sometimes when we first started doing it, the planchette would fly off the board sometimes because we weren't holding it tight enough.
Yeah.
But I think both of us try to let up because we want it to be just Lou, even though Lou needs us in order to move it. But I could have never in a million years come up with the stuff that Lou has told us.
No.
Veil, because of the veil.
Right, yeah. And Lou knowing stuff about us that we didn't even really recall until it was mentioned again, and just like, whoa, like where did that come? And it opens up this area of remembrance that slowly unfolds over time, and so Lou's able to dig in and pull stuff out that neither of us remembered about our lives, and so yeah, it's just further proof that of Lou.
We will come on board to those able to talk. All right. So Lou just said he'll come to any of you guys on a board, for those who are able to do it.
Yeah, which are
wanderers.
Wanderers, correct?
Or if you're a souled person, you connect with a wanderer.
So a wanderer and a souled person on the board could work. Yeah. So it just takes one wanderer.
Yeah.
You don't want to get on the board with
Todd, Bryce. Are you wanderers? So for many of you guys, we are your wanderers. That's what he's saying our role is, how we serve you watching, is by being that for you, to help you so that Lou can be of service to you. It's not about Todd and me. We're just giving the energy in order for that to be of service to you.
Right. And is Lou the main? So we had talked about before how third density helps second density, and then fourth density also helps third, and that's Lou's sort of role here.
Everyone here, fourth eligible. So everyone watching is fourth eligible.
Yeah.
And so Lou is trying to envelop you to help, like we do it with Ravi, like, the second density. We've learned that their last life in second density, they'll be in the home with the third density, and they'll be enveloped by our love, and they'll be given a name, and they'll be given support.
And they'll be given protection as they start to their first life exploring free will with all of their energy centers. And so you could think of Lou like you're running a race and you're almost at the finish line, and Lou's there cheering you on and helping you cross that line.
Giving you words of affirmation. Run, bitch. Run, bitch. That's his words of keep running, bitch.
Yeah, it's the hardest part of the race, is at the finish line.
Is that why you've come through hardcore right now?
Yeah.
Is to help people stay focused. And fix any lingering karma.
Yeah.
Do exercise with viewers. You want to do an exercise with the viewers? So, and we're pre-recording this, so whoever's watching, are you asking permission?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, he wants to do an exercise with you. Get a pen and paper. All right, he wants you guys to get a pen and paper. So pause it if you need to, or just listen and do this exercise at home later.
Yeah.
Now, slowly write you name in print. While doing so, Lou want you to feel everything. Okay, so you're saying you want them to write their name in print, and as they're writing their name, because we usually just write our names and don't think, you want them to go slowly, picking the pen up, writing the name slowly in print, not cursive. Is that correct?
And feel yourself
writing your name. Whoops. That's step one. All right, so pause the video and slowly, like I would write slowly B, and he wants you to feel everything. Feel your hand, feel the way the pen hits the paper, how the pen glides as you write your name. Really focus on that action of doing that.
Okay.
All right, pause that. Second step. Now, same thing, but cursive. So now he wants you to do the same thing, but with cursive. For those who are old enough, we learned cursive.
I think everyone here is.
Knows, yeah. All right, so we want you to do the same thing. Now write your name in cursive slowly, focusing on everything the way the pen feels. Notice how much smoother cursive is. Okay. Now, think about the energy sensation in body, mind, almost like a form of meditation. Is that what you're saying? Yes. Okay. So we want you to observe the difference the energy felt within your hand as you wrote the print from the cursive. The cursive should have felt energetically smoother than the block did. And notice that energy coming from the hand. That's you soul. So not the hand and the word, but the actual energy you feel coming from the hand
Writing the
when writing the words, both. One's smoother than the other. So you're saying that it takes more energy from the soul, what, to have obstacles? Like a block print? Is this just an So writing your name in block print, it's the same energy you're feeling in your hand, but it takes more energy because of the stopping and starting of the obstacles than if you just keep going with the cursive. It's the same energy. It's just broken up. Made sense. Blue here to help you soul move for like cursive.
Oh.
You want to explain that? We both kind of got that at the same time.
Right. No,
okay, recap everything. Go back to the difference between the energy of writing in print. Writing in
so when you're writing in print, you've got the obstacles. You have to lift your pen up and then you go to the next letter.
But it's the same energy in the hand.
Right. The same energy being put into it. It's just
that you're feeling coming out of the hand.
It's a little more laborious and not quite as smooth. And then so that's your life on the spiritual path without Lou. And then when you put the pen down and you're writing cursive,
it's a flow state.
Yeah, you're flowing from one obstacle to the next, even though there's an obstacle there.
But it's the same energy. It's the same soul. One is just a smoother progression forward than the other.
Right. Yeah. Did we get it?
And way prettier. It's not even about the hand. You're just using that as an example, almost like exercise. Like you're doing it to get people to feel the energy in their body. Lou, can I ask you a question? Can you also do it like feeling the energy between the hands? That's what you're talking about. Like when you take Reiki, you like do this and you start to feel the energy in between your hands. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, which is the part of the soul, is that energetic. And so that it's not about the hand, it's not about the cursive or the print. It's just how you're showing this subtle way of a smooth progression forward.
And also not so many stops and starts, because actually what I just had a realization, and maybe Lou can correct me if I'm wrong, but ever since I've been working with Lou, it's just been like moving through one obstacle after the next in this constant refinement with no like downtime in between. And for a while it was overwhelming, but once you really let go and get into the flow of it, it's quite incredible how quickly you can resolve some areas where you're stuck. But you have to be willing to let go, not just reorganize the shelf to something that's comfortable. Somebody got to throw shit out and just put it to the side.
And you not the hand or the name. You the energy sensation.
Wow.
So that's another exercise in Prakriti Purusha.
Right.
You're not the hand, you're not the name, you're the energy moving the hand and the name.
Right.
Which is a good example of what, and that's your big teaching. That's Patanjali's teaching, which apparently was Magdalene's teaching too. You are not your body. Your body, though, is the tool. So the hand's bringing you forward. The passenger in the hand is the soul conducting it.
Right.
But it's not the identity of the name or the hand.
Right. Ding, ding, ding.
Lou, you're just full of surprises.
Ta-da.
Ta-da.
That's one of my favorites.
I know. Ew is my favorite when he goes, ew. Ew. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
Any other exercises you have for our people watching? Yes. Jim. Stop.
Nope.
Playing in other people's backyard and refine you own. So I guess that kind of caps back, like deifying other people. Like stop playing with somebody else's hand and somebody else's name. Work on your own. Go to the gym. Work out. Be in your body. Understand, because that's another thing about working out a lot is you do start to feel that subtle body energy of consciousness.
Yeah.
All powerful witches for the good are very fit because that effort gives you energy, resources.
Oh, right. Yeah. Because you
makes so much sense.
It does. Yeah.
So
because
he's been saying, like, so we use exercise as a way to meditate. Like, we're not the physical body, but we're using it to direct the physical body. But he just went a step up with like siddhis.
Right.
Like he's saying, like any powerful witch or warlock that's for the good is going to be extremely physically fit.
Because it goes back to our story about the hike and how Lou sent us on the hike to help bring energy into our spell work. And so it makes sense. There could be no fat service to others.
Witch. No. Or healer.
Right. Yeah. And it's not about vanity. What Bryce and I were just talking today, that the stronger and fitter I get, the less I even think about my body.
Same. I've always said that. Like you look in an Ashtanga shala, you're in a room full of muscle. But those people are not going to the bar at night to pick up people with their bodies. Right. Because they're getting up early in the morning to do their practice.
Right. Yeah. And looking back at times where I was a little pudgy, I was more conscious of my body than ever. And so it's like
only fat people who are service to self complain about this teaching. So you're saying only like really heavy set people who are service to self, they're selfish,
complain about
the exercise teaching. which is the foundation of spirituality. So you're saying, like I've said before, like people who are overweight, who own it, and know they have a problem with food, and like know they can be lazy, like I can jive with that, because you're not making excuses. So those are people who are probably service to others. Yeah, so if you are overweight, Lou was saying, but you know you're overweight, you know you struggle with this, you've accepted it, that's a service to others, because you're not trying to make yourself special.
Right.
Like Laura.
Oh yeah.
she makes her obesity special.
She thinks
that's service to self.
Thinks it's a buffer from spiritual attack. Right.
Fitness is.
Right. Nope.
If Laura were being attacked like she says she is, it would have killed her.
Right.
Oh, so that's another way to know if people are lying to you or not. Because the body keeps the fucking score. So if somebody is massively obese and they're telling you they're getting spiritually attacked, they're not.
Right. Because they
killed them.
Exactly.
Their body's not strong. You're saying the stronger you are, the more energy you possess in your body, the harder hits you can take and survive.
Right. Right. And Bryce, the reason why he went over to Bryce is because Bryce survived a major death spell. And it was because what was that?
Low body fat.
Low body fat. And I saw it. Like, this was the most major sickness. I mean, I've never heard things coming out of someone like I heard coming out of Bryce. It was scary.
Well, I also asked God for help. Right. But he's saying, like, my body, I could handle it without going to the hospital because I have high muscle mass, which then comes back to energy.
Right.
So I had enough energy from working out and it's awful. Like I was telling you this morning, like, I think people think we just blissfully do our workouts. This morning I struggled in my practice. Like my body was burning like it had never burned before. I felt like it's just crazy. Like out of nowhere, that happens sometimes, but I finished.
There's probably once a month that I actually feel like exercising.
And it's because we're actually ripping our muscles apart to have them rebuilt every day, and they build back stronger. That's what soreness is.
Right.
So it's not.
My teacher, Pratapya Joyce, used to call the pain you would get from intense exercise sweet pain. You go, oh, sweet pain, because it reminds you of the work that you've done, and it actually, when it's not there, you miss it, and that's why he would say sweet pain, because it's the pain of constant transformation.
So that strength is coming in more ways. That's why you're saying the foundation of exercise. It's not just you observing your body, observing your thoughts, being within the bounds of Prakriti while observing the Purusha, but it's also protecting you spiritually.
Right.
It's also giving you potency spiritually, because it's creating a body in motion stays in motion. The energy is being harvested and created within yourself.
And then it's also a constant detox.
Yeah, it's like a daily baptism.
Right. And so you don't have to be too snooty about your diet.
No.
Because you're constantly flushing your system.
That's this is coming up, the video we do Saturday. He said, sweating is the service to others water ritual.
Oh, wow.
That's the positive form of a water ritual. Because I said daily baptism. And I've been saying that for like 20 years.
I never thought of it like that.
Water on your head. It's not dunking yourself in fucking water. It is literally, which doesn't make sense. You're putting water on you. That's not cleaning. Oh, it's cleaning the because baptism is about a spiritual cleanse.
Right. It's about tapas.
It's about tapas and heat. When you're pushing out, if you sweat, you're pushing out not only your physical toxins, but also your emotional, mental karmas.
Yeah, right. Ding, ding, ding.
Now you get more of service to others, service to self. Like with the water ritual, like now we're getting more understanding like how
the difference between service to self, service to others, approach to baptisms,
and like just the body in general. Like this is why the mystery school's correct. And the mystery schools, like your body, they worked your body hard.
Right.
Because they knew this. They weren't walking around ancient Egypt. You mean Georgia? Anyway, ancient Egypt, wherever it may be, they weren't walking around like trying to look good in a bathing suit or doing bodybuilding competitions. It was a part of a spiritual revolution and transformation, and it was supposed to be hard. Easy is service to self.
Yeah.
Easy is service to self. So if you go to an overweight, now I know some overweight healers that actually are pretty fit because they actually really work on their body.
Right.
And that's good. But you can tell with people's body and their skin.
And if people, it's fine to hold a little extra weight. It's about what's underneath, how strong you
building the muscle.
Right. Yeah. So it's not about just being skinny.
Oh, and also I get what he's saying. When you're healing people or working with people, another level of that is detoxing other people's emotions that you pick up.
Oh, right.
Because you can't help but pick up residue of other people's. And so you're also purifying yourself from other people's
stuff.
So it's not about being an Olympic athlete. It's about actually getting up every day and getting sweaty and getting your body stronger to harness that energy.
Right.
And if you're service to others, you're harvesting that energy to help others.
Right.
Oh, he's saying Tiffany, our friend Tiffany, is a really good example of someone who's bigger, but she's a powerful healer and she's service to others.
And she's super strong. And six wonder. Yeah.
Super strong.
Yeah.
And you can tell by her skin that she just, So it's about actually, she radiates.
Oh.
Yes. Stagnant energy is death.
Yeah.
So if you're just laying around, that's dead energy.
Yeah.
Because the body it gets the energy moving in the body, moving through the body.
Yeah.
Medical. Oh, was it what Todd and I were laughing about the other day with the Nate Bargatze about his dad going to the doctor, and the doctor's like, we could probably So he's saying like it's how modern medicine gets people, where most of the stuff can be cured by literally just exercising, but people are so selfish that they would rather
just do the surgery.
They'd rather just lay in bed and get the surgery than actually just go and do the uncomfortable.
The joke was this guy's dad was always at the hospital getting surgeries and stuff, and whenever there was an option to either go to like physical therapy and do the work yourself or get the surgery, he would say, oh, let's just do the surgery. And it was, we were joking about that.
I'm not saying that guy's dad serves himself. Right, that's a serve yourself trait. Yes. And they get you with that, don't they? They make you think but he's saying, if you can take care of yourself, do, because that's service to others. You're not relying on somebody else's energy to help you.
Right. And it was just like when I tore my meniscus, I was like, I don't want to, no, I'm going to try to, even though the surgeon was like, oh, you'll be back. I was like, well, we'll see, and I went through.
You could have fixed it.
Oh, I could have fixed it. Whoops. Okay.
But like surgery is like appendicitis is like there are emergencies. But if you're not using and abusing the medical system the way that people do now, when you have those emergencies, you also probably heal faster too, don't you? Because your body's already in a state of. Well, this has been fascinating. I feel like, how long have we gone? I don't want to take up people's time.
Well, Lou.
We're over an hour, so.
They don't live. They live in the timeless state, so they don't.
LOL.
Okay.
I mean, that's a lot. We never knew we never know what Lou was going to say. Did you expect that?
No. That was fun. Ta-da.
Ta-da!
And so see the depth you can go in here with Lou on these subjects of spirituality, and now reflect on the conspiracy bullshit that the Cassiopeans put out. Right. Yeah.
LOL.
LOL. Like, it's a waste of time.
How does Obama karma affect you?
Right. Yeah. It's just entertainment.
How does his hard life and knowing about it make you a better
Oh,
person or more worthy person than his soul? Oh. So he's saying, how does knowing about Obama's hard life? He basically said, Obama's not a great guy, but he's had a hard life. How does you knowing about that and talking about it make you a better person or a more worthy person than his soul? It doesn't.
Uh-huh.
Should fill you with sadness.
Right. Uh-huh.
So you shouldn't be relishing in these people's
Suffering
and their karma, even though they've done bad things. You should have some. I have a lot of sadness for like Hunter Biden.
Uh-huh.
And you're saying like their karma is their karma, so they're going to have to pay for whatever it is they've done.
Right.
But that doesn't mean that we revel in it.
Right.
Because we're service to others.
Right.
And being service to others, meaning that it means we have empathy. We understand they have to go through their justice. We understand that if something bad has been done, they have to pay the price for it. We want that. But we can also carry empathy in our heart for the little boy, the little girls. And a lot of the truth of the world is just wicked and evil.
Yeah.
Service to self. Because they make themselves feel better and more worthy of a person because they're stomping on the misery of others. No better than the cabal. No better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I ask just one question, Lou? And this is just for my own curiosity. It has absolutely nothing to do. You might not answer with our. I just want to make sure my gut is right. Can I ask one question? Am I right about Erica Kirk? Okay. She's evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Undergrounder.
Undergrounder.
Yeah.
Funeral. Black magic.
Oh. Oh.
Energy. Harvesting. Ritual. Oh, speaking of energy, is that why you decided to answer it? So the funeral was a black magic energy harvesting ritual. Was it a form of necromancy?
Yeah. Makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yep. Goodbye.
All right, you guys.
All right.
Ta-da! Let us know what you think in the comment below.
Yeah, and if you have any questions, any topics,
Yeah, because we're going to go live on Thursday at noon
yeah,
on Todd's channel. So if you have any questions, you can ask them in my comment section or Todd's comment section, because Lou's here to serve you guys. So, yeah.
until next time.
Till next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.